Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Epic, and we're back for some more 7 Days to Die. Alright, so originally my plan was to go into the joke mod, but I played a little bit of it. I wasn't a huge fan. I was not having fun, so I nixed that, which is part of the reason why the last 2 days that I upload, which would have been Friday and Monday, and then today as well, have been no videos. I'm going to upload this one late, but I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the next series, so I have decided we're going to go back and do something I didn't think I was going to do anytime soon. We're going to do a vanilla series. It is fists is going to be our weapons. We have it at warrior difficulty. Every 4 days we're going to have a horde, and we have a few mods. We have I forget the name of it. It's the gun mod that Cap is using right now. It's awesome mod. We have a health bars mod, which really doesn't do anything, and we have crafting from containers. I might add some other ones. I was gonna add like Kane's food and water. Oh, and we have the UI is different. I was gonna add some of Kane's stuff. However, the 7 days forum is down, and I couldn't get into it. I don't remember what my password and all that was to log into it to be able to get some of his modlets. So for now, that's all we have on here. It is not going to be a permadeath series, but I am, if I start getting into like a death loop kind of deal, then I will end the series. But as long as the views stay steady, then we will stick with this series for a little while, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do after this. Might go back to Darkness Falls and do new Darkness Falls now that it's out to 1.0 or version 6 or whatever. I don't remember what version Darkness Falls is on, but the one is compatible with the most recent and is no longer experimental. So we might go back and do that. I kind of rushed through the last one, getting to fight Lucifer and then ending it. I had a lot of deaths in that one as well, so I'm hoping to kind of go back, take it a little bit slower, and get through all the different technologies and stuff like that a little bit easier, a little bit not a little bit easier, but a little bit more in depth, and do a little bit less dying. But it's Darkness Falls, so we'll see when we get there. But for this series, we're going to do fists as our weapon. We are going to do, like I said, warrior difficulty. We can ramp that up, but honestly, once you get above warrior, it just becomes more of bullet sponges than anything. So I don't usually try to get too much further than that. We will ramp up the number of zombies for Horde Night as we go along. The first one is standard. I think it's 8. And then every Horde Night, we will probably bump that up, as long as we're not having any kind of difficulties with it. I've not done fists in forever in vanilla, so it should be interesting. I have an idea for a horde, well, for a base with the horde base attached to it. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but we're going to try it. It's one that I've done in the past that I think should work really well, and it will implement both dart traps, but well, all the traps. So it's going to be fists and intelligence. Well, fortitude and intelligence are going to be the two big ones we're going into. At first, it's going to be mostly all fortitude, and then we'll start getting into fists, or not fists, electronics and traps and stuff once we get into probably the second week. So once we get past probably the third Horde Night, then we'll start adding electric fences and blade traps, dart traps, things like that. Alright, but we got the initial starting quests all done now. Let's go see Rect and see what he's got for us. Hopefully we can get a couple quests done. And then we will have to find somewhere to hole up at least for the first couple nights. The field there across the way is probably going to be where we put our horde base. Or it's actually going to be an all-in-one base for the first base, and then it's just going to, well, it's just going to be a horde base for the first one. Once we move out of the pine forest and into probably either the snow or the desert, then we will get the all-inclusive base going. Which is another reason why it's going to take us a couple weeks before I'm worried about getting traps and stuff going, because this first base is just going to be a temporary one to get us through until we can get to the better biomes. Alright, so now we're using the club until we get all the bits and pieces we need for the knuckle wraps. The one thing I do like, and I didn't realize this until I started looking when I was first started this recording, they changed what you need to make the knuckle wraps. You no longer need leather, which is awesome because that was always the hardest thing to find. So now it's just cloth and iron. So we should be able to get that pretty quickly. But as always, if you would, if you have any kind of opinions when it comes to the length of the videos for this series, or if you see anything that I'm doing that I could be doing better, anything like that, please feel free to let me know. For now, it's going to be one day, one episode. If the episodes are a little bit shorter than you'd like, or if you'd like to be able to see more of the running back and forth and things like that, do me a favor, throw a comment down in the comments and let me know, and I can adjust that so that we can have like maybe 2 days per episode. Alright, so grab the trash for him. Normally I would cut out the run back, but it's like what, 50 yards, 100 yards, something like that. Come on now. The amount of damage, well, the amount of hits that it takes to kill these guys. I'm afraid to see what some of the higher level zombies are going to be. Like the bikers and like the armored ones. How hard they're going to be to kill. Especially because the club does a whole lot more damage than the fists do. And it's taking a lot of hits with the club. Alright, so let's see what Rect has for us. I might as well go ahead and loot this. That'll give us our dew collector, I believe. And one step closer to the forge and workbench. I think the forge is, what, 5, and then the workbench is 10 or something like that. Alright, we're going to go pistols because we are doing fortitude, which is SMGs.
Look, tired of eating out of dumpsters and finally, well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Go do the goddamn job.
I'm hoping that, ooh, nice. Bike chassis. If I can find some wheels and handlebar, I can make my own, and then I can get a workbench from that first one. The tier 1s. Let's get our bar set up. Yeah, so you can see that it's the mod because the ammo's skin is different. All right, we'll throw that in there for now because we don't have. We can hold it. Do one more step on that. Alright, we're gonna head out and do this first quest, so I will catch up with you guys when we get there. Alright, so we are here. I think we should probably take care of that wandering guy over there. Oh, I forgot to lock stuff in. Alright, so that stuff's not going anywhere. Throw these in there. Let's go take care of this biker. Do the first test of our new knuckles. Try to get him knocked down, but he doesn't seem to want to fall. Come on now. Yeah, all these hits and he's still at well over 50% health. And he does not want to fall. Oh, and he hits like a truck. Yeah, 20 damage from one hit. Really 13 smacks in the head with a club and nothing. One arrow and he falls. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. He is beefy. The good thing is, well, I think I put the points into Umbrella, but I can't get infected once I punch him in the face once. Alright, so he got 2 good hits in on us, unfortunately. Let's see if we can get this bird. Guess not. Guess we're gonna have to melee him. Let's go ahead and grab the bones and feathers from him. I don't know how long we're gonna actually use the bow, because we're not gonna spec into it at all. No toilet pistol. Come on now. Armored up is always good. All right, we're going to try to... Oh. Definitely need to find some first aid. I don't want to have to burn my first... or my only first aid kit before we find more. I'm looking forward to getting rid of these and getting the iron knuckles. Level 2, nice. It has been a while since I've been happy to level. I've been playing a lot more Rebirth, and in Rebirth leveling is bad. I gotta get used to not trying to pick everything up to sell too. I'm so used to picking up all of the appliances, and good to see Big Mama back in her place though. In a lot of the overhauls, they change where the zombie, or well, which zombies are in spots because they have different zombies. So she was not in her traditional spot in this house. I thought there used to be a cooking pot on the table over there. Apparently not anymore. Try to get some of our health back. We're gonna have to use that, because if we have any big guys upstairs, They take off 20 per swing. I'm not going to be able to survive it. Oh, there's no books in here either. There we go. I'm not going to upgrade the knuckles until we get to at least level 3. They're not overly hard to make. They're just... materials are not going to be... well, not going to be all that accessible right now. Or they're going to be needed elsewhere, I guess would be a better way of putting it. Now, although I am going mostly into Fortitude to start, I will, probably after the first Horde Night, start putting points into Intellect so I can get Physician. I mean, we're going to need Intellect anyway because of traps and all that, but I really want to get that Physician. Number one, because then we can cure sprains, but also so we can use less first aid, because the first aid will do more. Thought I heard something. Alright, let's get over here and turn this in, see what he's going to give us, and grab some something else, and then we'll head out and do... it's only, what, 242, so we got plenty of time.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to have to pay you.
Crafting magazines it is. The ammo wouldn't be bad, but got to use the magazines when we can. Alright, let's see. I don't want to do the trailer park right away because the dog in there.
Advice. Next time, bathe before coming to a job interview.
You used to be... oh, yeah, there it is. So you used to be able to loot that one shelf. Alright, I'll meet up with you guys when we get to this next quest. Alright, this place is not horrible. The final fight is sometimes a pain because depending on how many people are up there, and it's close quarters through most of this POI. So hopefully we can do this without too much difficulty. We're going to leave the garage till last. See if we can sneak up on her. We'll open this door. Nice. Alright, so we do have 1 point. I could put it into Fortitude so that we can hopefully get our fist damage up a little bit. Oh, someone's coming. Where are you at? There you are. Come on. Finally get her down and I can't even hit her. Alright, but it is time to get this place done. Oh, nice cooking pot. Gonna take all the chairs because we can burn those for fuel, or break them down for wood if we need. I know I said I was gonna wait, but we're struggling to kill some guys, so the little bit of extra damage it's gonna give us is well worth it. We got through and got a hit in. Had to use our damn... oh, that's another Oh, well, I wasn't meaning to come down here, but give us a little bit more room. All those damn bullets, and oh, he's gonna kill us. Well, he can get up here. I mean, he couldn't get to the roof, but he could. Well, he might have gotten to the roof. All right. Well, we survived, and we still have 3/4 of our health. So I'll consider that a win. All right, let's go ahead and eat a couple. I don't really want to drink that. Hoping to save that until we absolutely have to have it. It's the last one. Let's bring these guys down here. There we go. Oh, you came through the door. That's not fair. Last one, I think. Oh. We're back below 50% health. Not a good thing, but... Alright, this place is clear. Let's get the loot and get on out of here. Alright, cool. We got another first aid kit. And some food to eat. Get our health back a little bit. I'm going to need all of the cobble we can get right off the bat because we only have 4 days to get ready for Horde Night. Alright, but we're going to go turn this in and see what we get. So I will meet up with you guys when we get back to Wrecked. Alright, sir. What you got for me? We stopped at home and dropped everything off.
Job was going to be free?
I'm thinking... Yeah, that Night Stalker's a good one. It'll come in handy later in the series.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
We're going to take the trailer park because it's the closest, but
up your ass.
I don't know how good we're going to do on that. Right, no water. Let's go ahead and sell these spare knuckles.
What the hell do you want this time? All right,
and we're not going to be doing much farming.
Business. Get out
I mean,
of the
we
store.
can because we're going to be into Fortitude, which is living off the land is in there. But I don't know how much we're going to get done. All right, we're going to drop this stuff off, and then we're going to go do this trailer park real quick. So I'll meet up with you guys when we get to the quest marker. All right, so I just said I'll meet you at the quest marker. Then I looked at the time. We only have 2 in-game hours left before they start running, and I'm not ready for that. So we're gonna go ahead and organize and clean up around here, get some stuff cooked, get some stuff ready for tomorrow. So if you enjoyed the video, please click that like button, and if you'd like to see more, hit subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.